Welcome to Ontario to Doors Magazine. I'm Dale Hainer. Welcome to my office. I'd like to take you on a little video tour of an exciting fishing adventure me and photographer John Bennett took last summer up in Northern Ontario. The place, the outfitter, was Lauzon Aviation. It's located halfway between Sudbury and Sault Ste. Marie. It's about 30 minutes west of the Sault, and they service a number of lakes. We decided to take in one of their better trout lakes. It had offered lake trout, rainbow trout, and speckled trout. They utilize a couple of the de Havilland beavers just to be able to be up in the air and have an oversight of the entire world that you're going to be fishing in. It's a beautiful way to go. The panoramic is well worth the couple $100 flight, I'll tell you. When we landed in on Robb Lake, which is one of the lakes they service, Ray had touched down the beaver, and I had to actually look out the window and make sure we were actually on the water. I didn't realize we had landed. Taking a walk up the footpath, just on the right you've seen the sauna house, and on the left you've seen the bunkhouse, and we're just swinging around now. We're going to take a look of the view of the lakes that you would actually see from the camp setting. They have the cook shacks separate from the sleeping shack, and I'm calling them shacks, but they're certainly not shacks. There's, in the cooler evenings, there's also a wood stove inside of the sleeping quarters. You can add put a little fire in there, keep yourself warm on the cooler nights. And right across from the sleeping cabin is the cooking cabin. It's an open fire pit there for if you want to do some cooking outside, or if you just want to have a fire at night and just enjoy the fire. Getting inside the cook cabin, you'll find all amenities are in there included. You don't have to bring anything in except your food. This particular outpost camp is outfitted with an exterior sauna. Here we are walking into the sauna. There's a bit of a sitting room at the start. It's all constructed of wood. What's lovely about this too is the fact that you can also have yourself a warm shower for those people that find the necessity to stay clean. And walking back just behind the sleeping cabin, you'll find an outhouse. It's rustic. There's no flush. There's no running water here, okay? But it is very convenient, especially on rainy days. This lake we were on, Robb Lake, it's a typical Northern Ontario lake. It was shredded and cut deep by the last ice age. I think the maximum depth is something like 125, 130 feet. It has numerous shoals rising up from the depths, and that's actually where your fish are primarily located. But you can see the dock here. Floating dock, 14-foot aluminum boats, number of other boats there available depending on how many people you got in. I'm not sure how they do it in the spring, but in late summer we wanted to troll the shoals, keep moving around, offer the fish, offer the trout a different variety of lures. We were in for a couple days, and we caught about a dozen trout, some nice lake trout, a few nice rainbows, and one beautiful speck. This is a shot of a lake trout coming in. Actually, Bennett tried a yellow spinnerbait, and by gosh, he got one. I was I was kind of surprised. So by the time you think you know everything, no, wipe the board clean and start all over with your thinking. But spoons, medium spoons, definitely were the key to the lake trout and the rainbow. Here's a shot of one rainbow trout we caught on that orange spoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. The rainbow trout were stocked once in Robb Lake, and they took off and never had to be stocked again. Apparently, the lake trout and the specks are native to that lake and have never been stocked. They've just been maintained and managed through seasons. And we did keep a couple fish for a shore lunch up back at the cabin site. What a wonderful way to cook when you're actually out there roughing it, if you will. Everything tastes good when it's cooked by open fire. We took in some lard and some batter, your choice, and we cooked up a lake trout and a rainbow and made a fresh pot of coffee right over top of the open fire. Like I say, everything everything tastes amazing when you're up there and you cook it outside. The weather for us was beautiful as well, which is kind of why we selected late August. The days would be nice, the evenings would be cooler. No black flies. We still had mosquitoes out in the late evening, but definitely no black flies. There was notations on the wall of the cookhouse from previous visitors. In the spring, it seemed like they were catching 50 and 60 fish in a weekend. That's pretty amazing fishing, there's no doubt about it, but they also got to put up with the black flies, okay? This is a fantastic trip. I would go back in a second. I would love to go back and try one of their other lakes. It would be hard not to go back to this one, I'll tell you. If you're looking for a good outfitter, I strongly suggest the McCalla family at Lauzon Aviation. If you're looking for them, pick up any issue of Ontario Outdoors magazine, turn to the back marketplace. You'll find a list of a lot of good quality outfitters. Lauzon's right in there. Give them a call. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a comment. Dale Hainer, Ontario Outdoors magazine. Have yourself a good weekend.